When did you see a private outsmart a superior? Private Jackson was the kind of soldier officers loved to hate. Smart mouth, always questioning orders, acted like he knew better than everyone with rank on their chest. Our platoon sergeant, Staff Sergeant Williams, had it out for him from day one. Williams was old-school military. 22 years in, 3 combat deployments, believed in doing things by the book. Jackson was fresh out of college, enlisted instead of going officer route, and had zero respect for tradition. The conflict started during our first field exercise. Williams ordered everyone to dig fighting positions using the standard military method. Precise measurements, specific angles, exactly like the manual showed. Jackson raised his hand. "Sergeant, wouldn't it be more efficient if we angled the positions differently based on the terrain?" Williams shut him down immediately. "Private, you'll dig it exactly how I showed you." But Jackson had a point. His position ended up with better fields of fire and natural drainage. When it rained that night, everyone else's holes flooded. His stayed dry. Williams wasn't impressed. Started targeting Jackson for every minor infraction. Uniform slightly off, extra duty. Equipment not perfectly arranged, more extra duty. Classic harassment disguised as military discipline. The breaking point came during our deployment to Afghanistan. We were tasked with setting up a communication relay on a hilltop. Williams planned the operation using standard textbook procedures. Jackson studied the terrain maps and quietly disagreed. He'd noticed something Williams missed. The planned route went directly through a valley that funneled wind patterns. Radio signals would bounce off the surrounding mountains and create dead zones. During the briefing, Jackson tried to voice his concerns. Williams exploded. "Private, you're a radio operator, not a communications engineer. Follow orders and keep your opinions to yourself." The mission went exactly as Jackson predicted. Dead zones everywhere. Communication with base was spotty at best. Half our equipment couldn't maintain consistent signals. While Williams was frantically trying to troubleshoot, Jackson quietly repositioned 2 relay antennas. Suddenly, crystal clear communication across the entire operational area. Williams demanded to know what Jackson had done. "Just optimize the antenna positioning based on terrain analysis and radio wave propagation patterns, Sergeant." Turns out Jackson had a degree in electrical engineering. Never mentioned it because he enlisted to avoid the politics of being an officer. His technical knowledge far exceeded anything Williams had learned in 2 decades of service. The company commander took notice, started consulting Jackson directly on communication setups. Williams got bypassed completely on technical decisions. That's when Jackson made his brilliant move. Instead of humiliating Williams publicly, he started teaching him, explained the science behind radio communications, showed him how terrain affected signal strength, shared his engineering knowledge. Williams initially resisted, but Jackson was patient, never condescending, always respectful, just shared information that made Williams better at his job. 6 months later, Williams got promoted to Sergeant First Class. His new expertise in communication systems impressed battalion leadership. He recommended Jackson for early promotion to specialist. At Williams's promotion ceremony, he publicly thanked Jackson. "This private taught me that experience isn't everything. Sometimes fresh perspective combined with solid knowledge beats years of doing things the same way." Jackson could have destroyed Williams' career, could have gone to the commander and exposed his technical incompetence. Instead, he chose mentorship over revenge. The real genius was understanding that making Williams look good made Jackson indispensable. Williams became his biggest advocate instead of his worst enemy. Years later, both men stayed in touch. Williams retired as a master sergeant. Jackson got commissioned and made captain. They joke about their early conflicts now. "Jackson's approach taught me something important about military hierarchy. Sometimes the smartest way to deal with difficult superiors isn't confrontation or going around them. It's finding ways to make them successful while advancing your own goals. The best leaders know when to listen to subordinates who know more than they do. The smartest subordinates know how to share knowledge without threatening egos."